Hello, everybody, and we're back with game two of this Yankee Tigers series in the post 1960 bats. And leading off for the Yankees, playing shortstop is Jeter, batting second, playing first is Manley, batting third, playing left field is Judge, batting fourth, playing center field is Mantle, batting fifth, playing right field is Maris, batting sixth, doing the catching is Howard, batting seventh, playing second base is Soriano, batting eighth, playing third base is Boyer, and on the mound, batting ninth is Pettit. And for the hometown Detroit Tigers, we got leading off playing center field is LaFleur. Batting second playing shortstop is Trammell. Batting third playing third is Cabrera. Batting fourth playing first base is Fielder. Batting fifth playing right field is Ordonez. Batting sixth doing the catching is Parrish. Batting seventh playing left field is Horton. Batting eighth playing second base is Polanco. And on the mound, another Mickey Lolich, batting ninth. Let's get down here to the game and get this started. And we got Derek Jeter to lead it off for the Yankees, batting 283 on the year with 2 homers and 6 RBIs. This is Mickey's third start of the year. He's 0-2 with a lofty 9.24 ERA. Here's the pitch to Derek. That's going to be a ground ball down the third. Fires over the fielder for out number one. And here comes Donnie Baseball. Mattingly's off to a great start, batting 421 with a homer and 4 RBIs. And that's going to be a ground ball back. Nope, that's going to be a swing and a miss. Mickey strikes him out for out number one. And here comes the Judge, batting 268 with 4 homers and 12 RBIs. And that's going to be against the lefty. 21 and a 11, 10 rather, 20. That's going to be a ground ball back to Mick. He tosses it over to first, and there's the side retired. 1, 2, 3. Yankees nothing. Tigers coming to the plate. You got LaFleur, Trammell, and Cabrera. See the Tigers' upcoming schedule. Got one more game here in Detroit against the Yankees. Then Boston comes to town for 2 games. Then the Tigers go to New York to play the Yankees. LaFleur's batting 185 with no homers and 3 RBIs. And that's going to be against the lefty. 14 and 11. That's going to be a base hit. LaFleur gets aboard here with a leadoff single. And Alan Trammell's up batting 230 on the year with 2 homers and 3 RBIs. They're going to do a little hit and run with LaFleur. And that's going to be against the lefty. That'll be a 15 and an 11. 15 and 11 is a base hit. That's going to be a single in the center field, and LaFleur is going to get the third. So right away, the Tigers making some noise here in the bottom of the first and third. And nobody out. The Yankees are going to play back. They'll give up the early run to get an out here. Got Cabrera up batting 137 with a homer and 2 RBIs. And he could use a strikeout here, but that's not going to happen. Against the lefty, a 12 and a 7. And that's going to be another base hit. That's going to be a single in the left field. And Trammell's going to stop at second with nobody out. First and second, the Tigers up 1-0. Still nobody out for Cecil Fielder. Fielder's batting 304 on the year with 2 homers and 4 RBIs. And that's going to be a 2 balls and no strike count on him as Andy is now falling behind 2-0. And that's going to be a 54 and a 7. That's going to be fielding column 3 on a 26. Line drive right at him. The runners will hold. So line drive right at Soriano. He makes the catch. There's one out and a double play. The Yankees could get out of this with only one run scoring. That would be good. Ordonez is batting .333 with 2 homers and 8 RBIs. And that's going to be against the lefty. It's going to make him a 9 and an 8. And that's going to be another single with this one in the center field. And Mickey's arm out there, will he try to score on the mixer? That's going to be with only one out. That's going to be a 56. And he's going to try to score. And Cabrera will go down the third on the throw. So it'll be a 64 or lower, right? Yep, 64 or lower. Can Nick throw him out? 63. Howard puts the tag on. Swears he got him. Holmes says safe. Howard's hopping mad. It's an RBI single. And it is now 2-0 Tigers. Mickey threw that right on the money. Howard put the tag on. The ump said he slid under it. And it's 2-0. First and third. One out. Lance Perry's at the plate batting a .182 with no homers and 3 RBIs. And that's going to be a base on balls. Tigers everywhere you look. Only good part is there's a force out at every base now. Willie Horton's up. He can bust this game open already here in the first. Batting .261 with a homer and 3 RBIs. That's going to be a fly ball out to Roger in right field. A 56, Cabrera might stay put with Rogers' great arm out there. Who's up next? Blanco. He's going to try to score. That'll be a 24. And Ordonez will go down the third if he's safe. So a 24. That'll be a 46 or lower. Can Roger throw him out at the plate here, folks? Keep this a 1-0 ball game. Should be 2-0. What happened here? What happened? What the? Let's see. Something's not right. Should be 2-0. Okay, you had the base on balls feeling it. Undo. This is where. What was before this? Ordonez got a base hit. Undo. So Ordonez got a base hit. Trammell should have scored and made it 2-0. Cabrera gets down the third. So it was a base hit in the center field. Runner on second. Runner on first. Advance 2 bases. There we go. Then the walk to Parrish. Loads it up, and Horton now flies out to right field. See if Roger can throw Cabrera out at the plate. And he does easily. So that's a fly ball out to right, and Roger throws him out at the plate, and that'll end the inning. But the Tigers take a 2-0 lead. And we go to the top of the second with the big boys coming up here. Mantle, Maris, and Howard. Can they get back those 2 runs here? And the Mick, batting only .179 on the year with 3 homers and 11 RBIs. Here's the pitch to Mick. And that's going to be against the lefty. That'll be be a 17 and an 8. And that's going to be a fly ball out to left field. Willie makes the catch, and there's one down. Maris comes to the plate now. Wait a second. Go back. It's against the lefty. Undo. Let's see here. Still probably an out. That was an 8 and a 14. Yeah. And it's still out to left field. It's still out to left field. Didn't change none. Now Rogers up with one out. Rogers batting 200 on the year. And that's going to be a base on balls. Roger walks on down to first. Tyne runs at the plate, and Elston Howard, and he's off to a great start, batting .348 with 2 homers and 5 RBIs. And that's going to be a ground ball down the short. Can they turn to down the short on it? Nope, the only runner, he'll get the runner out at second. Howard beats the throw down the first. So now you've got 2 outs. Runner down at first. And Alfonso Soriano's up batting .250, no homers and 1 RBI. And that's going to be a ground ball down the third. Nope, that's going to be a swing and a miss. He strikes him out. And that'll end the inning. The Yankees strand 1. We go to the bottom of the second. 2-0 Tigers. Polanco, LOLICH, and then back to the top of the order in LaFleur. Polanco's batting .095, no homers and no RBI. And that's going to be against the lefty. 19. That's going to be a ground ball back to Andy. He tosses over to Madeline for out number 1. And the other Mickey in this game is up to bat, batting 0 for 3 on the year. And that's going to be a swing and a miss. Pettitte's first strikeout of the ball game. There's 2 down. And Ron LaFleur comes up. He's 1 for 1, scored in the first. And that's going to be a swing and a miss. Andy strikes him out. Tigers go down 1, 2, 3. To the top of the third we go with the bottom part of the order due up here. Boyer, Pettitte, and Jeter. Clint Boyer's batting .118, no homers and 2 RBIs. And that's going to be a ground ball down the third. And there's 1 out. And Andy Pettitte comes to the plate, looking for his first hit of the year. He's 0 for 5. And that's going to be a ground ball. Nope, that's a swing and a miss. He strikes Andy out. And there's 2 down. We're back to the top of the order, and Derek Jeter, he's 0 for 1 today. And that's going to be against the lefty at 24. And that's going to be a single in the right field. Derek Jeter gets aboard here, and the Yankees' first hit of the ball game. Can they start making some noise now? Donnie Baseball is up. And Manley is 0 for 1, struck out his first time up. And that ball is crushed, folks. See where this ball lands at. That'll be a 17. And that it's going to be a double down in right field. Daniels has got a good arm. There's 2 outs, though. And let's see here. That'll be a 52. Yeah, 52 minus a 31 plus a 17. And Jeter scores easily on that double. The Yankees are on the scoreboard. And it's 2-1. Manley down at second, and the Judge is up. Can the Judge tie this game up? Tyne runs down at second. Go ahead runs at the plate. Judge is 0 for 1. And that's going to be a fly ball out to left field. And Horton's out there. And a 54 and a 2 is going to be fielding column 3. And that's going to be a first on error. Runner's going to score, folks. So an E 7. The runner scores. And that ties this ball game up. It's 2 apiece on an unearned run. Now the mix up with the go-ahead run down at first. Mix 0 for 1 today. You get the Yankees the lead here. That's going to be 2 balls and no strikes on the Mick. Let's see here in E32. And yeah, Judge is going to take off, I think, and try to steal. That'll be a 6-26. Or do we want to do that? Now we're going to let Mick hit on a 2-0 pitch. And that's going to be against the lefty. That'll be a 14 and a 9. And that's going to be a base hit. Mickey gets aboard here with a 2-out single, keeps the inning going here. Now the tying run is in scoring position. A go-ahead run at first. And Roger Maris is up. The Yankees getting the Mick here in the second. That error sure didn't help him. And Roger walked his first time up. Can Roger deliver here and score Aaron from second? And nope, that's going to be a ground ball down the third. Cabrera goes the short way over the second. But the Yankees scored 2, tied this game up at 2 apiece as we go to the bottom of the third. You got the 2, 3, 4 hitters due up here for the Tigers. Trammell, Cabrera, and Fielder. Trammell's 1 for 1, singled and scored in the first. And he gets a hold of this one. Andy Pettitte right away. See what Trammell does here. That ball is high. That ball is far. How far is this one going to go, folks? Against the lefty of 15. And that ball is off the wall. Andy just got it out of the sweet spot. And that's going to be a double in the right center field. And Trammell's aboard here with a leadoff double. And Andy keep that run from scoring and keep this a tie ball game. Cabrera's up. He is 1 for 1 with an RBI single back in the first. And that's going to be a 39 catcher, a 63 and an 8. 63 and an 8. Probably going to be fielding column 3, and it is. So that's going to be a rare play with a runner on second. Runner on second. Rare play on a 39. 61 and a 39. 13, that's going to be hit down the second. So is down there, and a 63, and a 63 and a 7 is probably going to be fielding column 3. And it is, and that's not good. That's going to be a single through second. And Trammell is going to score. So back-to-back hits. And the Tigers take a 3-2 lead. So Andy can't keep the lead, and still nobody out. With Fielder up now. Fielder's 0 for 1, lined out the second his first time up. And that's going to be a ground ball down the third. And the Yankees just can't buy some defense here today. 62. That'll be fielding column 2. Single to third, runner to second. Boyer knocks the ball down, but can't make a play, and it's still nobody out. First and second. The Yankees need a double play in the worst way here. That's the 7th hit by these Tigers. Ordonez is up, and he is 1 for 1 with an RBI single. And that's going to be against the lefty. That'll be a 9, and that's going to be a single. Yep, that's going to be a single in the center field. First and second. Cabrera, let's see if he's going to try to score on Mickey's arm. There is. Single in the center. Oh, wait a second. Single over second. Maris goes over and gets it. That'll be a 56. And Cabrera's going to try to get the third. Maris has already thrown him out once. Can he do it again? And it'll be a 46 or lower. Yeah, 46 lower. And he's in there. So Cabrera scores. And Fielder will get down the third. And it's still nobody out here in the first and third. And they got the bullpen up in a hurry now. As D. Scott Howard joins us here. Welcome aboard. Check out D. Scott's channel, folks. Now you got Parrish up with first and third, nobody out. Yankees will play back for the double play. Parrish has walked his first time up. And that's going to be a swing and a miss, a big strikeout by Pettitte. Now there's one down, and Willie Horton at the plate. Willie flew out to right field his first time up. Here's the pitch to Horton. And that's going to be against the lefty. 13 and a 7. And that's going to be a fly ball out to the Judge and left. 56 and a 3. That'll be fielding column 2. A 50. Fielder will probably stay put. Yep, fielder's going to stay put. Fly ball out the left. Now there's 2 down. Polanco's up. Can Andy get out of this mess with only 2 runs scoring? Polanco's 0 for 1 today. And that's going to be a ground ball down the first. 24 and a 5 should be fielding column 1. And it is. And with 2 outs, Manley takes it himself, goes to the bag. That'll end the inning. But the Tigers come back and score 2 runs of their own and take a 4-2 lead after the Yankees just tied it up. We go to the top of the 4th with Howard, Soriano, and Boyer due up. Howard's 0 for 1 today. And that's going to be a ground ball down to Cabrera. He fires over the fielder, and there's 1 down. Fonzo's up. He's 0 for 1, struck out his first time up. And he gets a hold of this one. See where he puts this one out in Detroit. That ball is high. That ball is far. Kiss it goodbye. That's a homer by Alfonso Soriano, his first of the year. That cuts the lead to 1. It's 4-3. Here's 0 for 1, grounded out to his counterpart at third his first time up. And he gets a hold of this, and all of a sudden Mickey can't hold the lead. Not a pitching duel like the first game of this series, that's for sure. And that ball is blasted in the right field. In the left field. And that's a double. And now Andy Pettitte's up. The way he's pitching, I'm almost tempted to pitch hit for him here in the 4th. They're going to let him try to bunt Boyer down the 3rd. And he gets a nice bunt down. And that's going to be bunted down the 1st. And the only play fielders got is the 1st with Polanco covering. So now you got a runner down at 3rd. 2 outs. Can Derek Jeter tie this ball game up, folks? That is the question. He is 1 for 2 today. And against the lefty, that's going to be a fly ball out. Nope, that's going to be a pop-up. Gets under it in the shallow center field. LaFleur comes running in, makes the catch. And the Yankees score one on the home by Soriano. Cuts the lead to 4-3 as we go to the bottom of the fourth. You got Mickey, the other Mickey, due up, followed by LaFleur and Trammell. Lolich is 0 for 1, struck out his first time up, and that's going to be a swing and a miss. Andy's 4th strikeout of the game. Back to the top of the order in LaFleur, and he's 1 for 2. He has singled and struck out, and that's going to be a ground ball down to Soriano, and there's quickly 2 down. Alan Trammell comes to the plate, and Trammell is 2 for 2. He's got a single and a double, and he's scored both times he's been on base. Can Andy keep him off the bases this time? Nope. That ball is high. That ball is far. How far is this one going to go, folks? And that is another hard hit ball off the top of the fence. And again, Andy's just keeping the ball out of the sweet spot to keep it in play. That brings up Cabrera with Trammell down at second. 2 outs, and Cabrera's 2 for 2. He has driven in Trammell both times. He's got 2 RBIs in this game, and that's going to be against the righty. 12 and a 9, and that is going to be a ground ball. Nice play down there by Soriano. Fields it, takes a base hit away from Cabrera and probably an RBI. And the Tigers strand 1. It's still 4-3 as we go to the top of the 5th. You got the 2-3-4 hitters due up. Mattingly, Judge, and Mantle. Mattingly's 1 for 2 with an RBI double his last time up. You see the team replay comparisons. The Yankees 10-2, 10-2 and only batting .210. That tells you what kind of pitching they've been getting. With a .314 on base percentage, slugging .457 with a .771 OPS. The Tigers are 8-6 with a .230 average, with an on base percentage of .310, slugging .464, and an OPS of .777. As Ken Castro comes in here, we got Ken in the house now. And Manley's up to the plate, 1 for 2 with an RBI today. And that's going to be a swing and a miss. Mickey strikes him out for the 2nd time today. And that brings up the Judge. The Judge is 0 for 2, but he did reach on an error his last time up. And that's going to be a base on balls. Tying run at first. Go ahead, run at the plate, and Mickey Mantle. The Mick is 1 for 2. He singled his last time up. Can he deliver this time? And that's going to be 2 balls and no strikes. He's falling behind on the Mick. Can Mickey make him pay for it? He got a single the last time on a 2-0 pitch. And that's going to be lifted out the deep left field. Horton's back near the track, makes the catch. And there's 2 outs. Roger Maris comes to the plate. He's 0 for 1. He has walked and grounded into a fielder's choice. And that's going to be 2 balls and no strikes on Maris. Can Maris make contact and drive in somebody with a 2-0 pitch? And nope, that's going to be a ground ball down to Polanco. He fires over the fielder. And the Yankees strand 1 to the bottom of the 5th we go. I hear you, old buddy. Yep, as Clinton Parks joins us here. Excuse me, you got Fielder due up, followed by Ordonez and Parrish. Fielder is 1 for 2. He is lined out and singled his last time up. And that's going to be a base on balls. Andy's 2nd walk of the game. And that'll get the bullpen up here. Ordonez is up. He's a perfect 2 for 2 with 2 RBIs in the game. And that's going to be hit down the first. Can Mattingly turn the double play? That's a 25. And And that is going to be a double play ball. That's going to be the 3-6-3 double play. Nice play by Mattingly down there at first. Now there's 2 outs and nobody on for Lance Parrish. And Parrish is 0 for 1. He has yet to put the ball in play. He has walked and struck out his last time up. And that's going to be another base on balls. How big was that double play now? Now Willie Horton is up, and Horton's 0 for 2. He has flown out to both corners, left and right. And that's going to be a fly ball. Nope, that ain't a fly ball. That's a 22. And that's going to be hit by pitch. Yep, and he plunks him. So Andy all of a sudden can hit the strike zone. 2 walks in this inning and a hit batter. And Polanco comes up with first and second. 2 outs in a 4-3 game. Andy's got to get him out here. And he is 0 for 2 today. Grounded out twice. And that's going to be another hit by pitch. And the Tigers aren't happy at all, folks. Back-to-back hits by pitch. Fills the bases up. And now the question is, I guess you let Mickey hit. It's the 5th inning, and they got the lead. Mickey's not a bad hitting pitcher. He is 0 for 5 on the year. They're going to let him hit. Base is full of Tigers. Parrish at third, Horton at second, Polanco at first, Mickey LOLICH at the plate, and here's the pitch. And that's going to be a ground ball down the first. Mattingly takes it himself, steps on the bag, and Andy gets out of the mess with nobody scoring. And we go to the top of the 6th with the bottom part of the order duo, Howard, Soriano, and Boyer. Howard is 0 for 2 today. He is grounded out twice. And that's going to be another ground ball. This one down the fielder. He calls off Mick and takes it himself for out number 1. Oh, cool, D-Scott. Sounds good. Soriano's 1 for 2. He homered his last time up to make it a 4-3 ball game. Can he do it again here? Nope, that's going to be a high fly ball out to right field. Ordonez has room, makes the catch for out number 2. And it's up to Clint Boyer to get something going here in the 6th. He's 1 for 2 with a double. And he gets a hold of this again. Boyer's having a hell of a game. Where's this one going to land at? And that's going to be another double. Boyer with a double. And that's going to be it for Pettitte. You're going to pitch hit here for Pettitte. Let's see who's going to come off the bench here against the lefty. Most of the batters on the bench are lefties. You got Randolph and Munson are the only 2 righties. You know what? I think we're going to go against the righty-lefty thing. And we're going to let Bobby Mercer hit. See if Bobby can get a hit off the lefty. So Bobby Mercer's coming out of the dugout. The hell with the lefty shit. We think Bobby can come through here. Everybody knows I'm a Mercer fan. Let's see if Bobby can make me look like a genius here. See if Bobby Mercer can deliver and tie this game up. He is 0 for 6 on the year. So you got a runner down in scoring position. 2 outs. Yankees trailing by 1 to pitch to Bobby. And that's going to be against the lefty. Be an 18. And that's going to be a single in the right field. Mercer with his first hit of the year. Ordonez has got a good arm out there. Not great. And that'll be a 54. 54 minus a 31. Boy, you're only a 7. A 30. So I think that's a 56 or lower he scores. 56 or lower, Boyer ties this game up. And he's in there. Bobby Mercer with an RBI single. Way to go, Bobby. Makes me look smart. I like me some Bobby Mercer. And ties this game up at 4 apiece. A runner down at first. Back to the top of the order. Derek Jeter. And Jeter is 1 for 3. He has singled and came around the score in the third. And here's the pitch to Derek. And that ball is well hit. Let's see where Derek deposits this one at. And that ball is hit into right field. Let's see if Bobby's going to try to get the third here with 2 outs. That'll be a 50. Yep, he'll get the third with no throw. So that's a single in the right. Mercer gets the third. And I think that's going to be it. That's going to be it for Mickey. They're going to take Mickey out. We got the lefty up. They're going to let him pitch to the lefty. Let him pitch to the lefty. Manley is 1 for 3 with a double, an RBI double in this game, but he has also struck out twice against Mickey. So here's the pitch to Don Manley. And that's going to be against the lefty. -2. That'll be a 17 and a 11. And that's a single in the center field. And Jeter will get the third easily, and the Yankees take the lead. And I should have took his ass out. And that will be it now for Mick. Now you got the righty coming up in Judge. So let's see who they're going to go with. Gladden. Looks like they're going to go to Fred Gladden. See who they're going to go with. Fred's going to come in the game. Now the Yankees up by 1. What the hell? So Fred's going to come in the game. Where's Fred at? 2 down runners on the corner. And Aaron Judge at the plate. Can Aaron bust this game open? First and third, 2 outs. Gladden making his 7th appearance. He's yet to give up an earned run. He's no record, no saves. Judge 0 for 2. He has reached on a error and walked. And that's going to be a well hit. He's going to bust this game open, folks. Aaron Judge gets a hold of this, drives that ball out in the deep center field. See if Manley can score from first. That will be a... Is that a... That's a 71. He should score with no throw. I don't even know why I'm doing the math. But we will. Yep, Manley's going to score with no throw. And just like that, the Yankees are up by 3 as Aaron Judge delivers a big 2 RBI double. And now the mix-up. Runner down at second, 2 outs, and a 7-4 ball game. Mick's 1 for 3 today. Here's the pitch to Mick, and that's going to be against the righty. That'll be a 8-19 on an 8, right? Yep, an 8. And that's going to be a ground ball down the trammel. He picks it, fires over to first. That'll end the inning, but the Yankees score 4. Take a 7-4 lead. All that with 2 outs, folks. Now we need to have a pitcher come in here. Who we got coming up? Righties coming up. So let's see if the Goose can give us a few innings here. The Goose is coming in. So the Goose will come in and face some of these righties. I'm going to turn the Goose loose. Where's the goose at? There he is. Excuse me. Sure. So the Goose has made 5 appearances on the year. He's 1-0 with a lofty 13.5 ERA. Can he keep this a 7-4 game? He's got the top of the order due up: LaFleur, Trammell, and Cabrera. And let's see here. Will they make a switch here? Yeah, Granderson's going to come in the game and pitch hit for LaFleur. So Granderson's going to come in, pitch hit for LaFleur. There's Curtis. He'll come in the game and play center field. Granderson is batting .400 on the year with 2 homers and 6 RBIs. Here's the pitch from the Goose. And that's going to be a 28. That's going to be a ground ball. He doesn't have a K. Ground ball down to short for out number 1. 1 up and 1 down here. Trammell comes to the plate now. And Trammell is 3 for 3. He's sorry to see Andy leave. He has 2 doubles and has scored twice and a single in this game. Can the Goose get him? And the Goose, that's going to be a ground ball back to the Goose. 44 and a 1. That's probably not going to be good for the Goose. Nope. That's going to be an E1. The Goose can't come up with it cleanly. Puts it in his pocket, doesn't throw it away. Now you got a runner down at first. Cabrera at the plate. And Cabrera is 2 for 3 with 2 RBIs in the game. He did ground out his last time up. And that's going to be a ground ball down the second. 23 and a 7. That is going to be fielding column 1. Out at first, and the runner's going to get down the second, but nice play by Soriano to get to that ball. Runner will get in the scoring position now with 2 outs, and fielders up, and they're going to have Norm Cash come in and pitch it for fielder. So Cash will come in here, pitch it for fielder against the righty. I hear you, old buddy. Life gets in the way, don't it? So Norm Cash is coming in the game. Cash is batting .400 on the year with a homer and 7 RBIs. Runner down at second, 2 outs, and here's the windup and the pitch from Goose. And that's going to be a base on balls. That's going to bring the tying run to the plate. And McGill Ordonez is 2 for 3 with 2 RBIs in the game. First and second and 2 outs. Goose is trying to make this interesting. And that's going to be a ground ball down the first. Manley's going to take it himself, step on the bag, and that'll end the inning. So the Goose gets out of the mess with nobody scoring. We go to the top of the 7th and the 7-4 Yankee lead. You got Maris, Howard, and Soriano due up. Now let's see who's going to come out and play first and center. We're just going to keep those guys in. Granderson and Cash is going to stay in the game. We'll play center. And Cash will play first. And we're ready to go. And here's the pitch to Maris. He is 0 for 2 with a walk in the game. And that's going to be a base on ball. So Roger gets aboard here with a leadoff walk. Yankees trying to add to this 7-4 lead. And Howard's up. He is 0 for 3 today. Do we want to pitch hit for him with Thurman Munson? We're going to let Howard stay in. He's see what he can do here. And that's going to be against the righty. That'll be a 23 and a 9. Yep. That's going to be a ground ball. Back note. That's going to be a fly ball out to right field. Ordonez has got it for out number 1. Now Soriano's at the plate. He's 1 for 3 with a homer. What we're probably going to do is let him bat and then take him out for defensive purpose in the bottom of the 7th. Since he's got that homer, 1 for 3, here's the pitch to him. And that's going to be a 64 and a 36. And that's going to be hit out to right field. Ordonez is out there. And a 65. That's not going to be good. That is going to be a single to the center. Batter to third on air. And if he's an F, he scores. That is going to be a little league home run. A single and a 3-base error. Rafael Soriano is going to score on the E9. How about that? A little league home run. And that makes it an 8-4 ball game. And Soriano comes the whole way around the score. Unbelievable, folks. Now Boyer's up. Boyer is 2 for 3 with 2 doubles in this game. And that's going to be a base on balls. Gladden doesn't want nothing to do with Boyer today. We'll have a pitch hitter here for Goose. So the Goose is coming out of the game. And let's see here. Who's going to pitch it now for the Goose? Paul O'Neill's coming off the bench and going to pitch hit for the Goose. Runner down at first, 1 out. O'Neill is first at bat of the year. Let's see what he can do. In 1994, he batted .359 with 21 homers and 83 RBIs. Here's the pitch to Paul. And that's going to be a pop-up down the short for out number 2, rather. We're back to the top of the order. And Jeter. And Derek Jeter is 2 for 4 today. He has scored twice, singled his last time up. And he gets a hold of this. Derek Jeter trying to add to this 9-4 lead. And that ball is hammered in the left field. That'll be a 45. Boyer will probably stop. Oh my God, Horton doesn't have an arm at all out there. Ain't that awful? A 26. He might have a chance to score here. A 26 with 2 outs. They're going to send him a 26. That'll be a 52 or lower. He's safe. And he's in there with an RBI double by Jeter. So Jeter with an RBI double makes it a 10-4 good buddy game. And Don Mattingly's up now. And Mattingly's 2 for 4 with 2 RBIs and a double. And that's going to be popped up down the second. And that'll end the inning. But the Yankees score 3 more. Make it a 10-4 ball game. So we go to the bottom of the 7th. And you got what? Righties coming up? Yeah, 3 righties coming up. So we're not going to bring Arroyo and Lyle in. Yankees got plenty of lefties in the bullpen. So let's see here.
Betances.
We're going to bring Betances in. He only pitched 1 inning yesterday. That's who we'll go with. Bring in the righty. So Betances will come in the game. Let's see here. And I think Randolph's going to come in the game for defensive purposes. So Randolph will come in the game for defense. So we got Randolph and a new pitcher coming in here. What the hell? It didn't put him in. I'm sorry. We're going to go back here anyway. So he's going to go in the 9 spot. Go to the bench and bring Randolph in. Play second. He'll bat in the 7th spot. And we're ready to go. Betances' 5th appearance. He's got 1 save, no ERA. He'll be facing Parrish, Horton, and Polanco. And will he pitch it for Parrish? That is the question. And yes, they will. Bill's going to come in and catch and pitch hit for Parrish. So you can see the Yankees are 10-2. They've scored 72 runs on 22 homers. 3 stolen bases been caught once. Tigers are 8-6. They've scored 50 runs on 12 homers. 4 stolen bases have been caught 3 times. So where's Bill Freehan at? There's Bill. He'll come in and catch. And Bill's batting .308 on the year with a homer and 3 RBIs. And that's going to be against the righty of 27. And that's going to be a base hit into left field. So a pitch hit, base hit. The Tigers need all the runners on base they can get. Trailing by 6. Willie Horton at the plate. And Willie is 0 for 2. He is hit by pitches last time up. And he gets a hold of this one, Horton does. This ain't good. And that's going to be a double into right field. And with nobody out, Bill's going to stop at third. 2 outs, no use chancing that. Your run means nothing, so you got second and third. Nobody out. We're going to play back, try to get some outs here. Polanco is 0 for 2. He was hit by a pitch his last time up. And that's going to be against the righty, 25 and an 8. And that's going to be a base hit over first. And Horton is not going to test it. So that'll be a base hit. Runner's going to score. And all of a sudden, it is 10-5. First and third, nobody out. It's going to be it for Fred. That's going to get the bullpen up because the lefties are coming up. We'll see who they bring in here, and that might be it for Betances. He might not even get through this inning. He might not even get an out here. See who they're going to bring off the bench. They don't have any lefties to bring off the bench but Whitaker. Do they want to bring Sweet Lou off the bench here? I think they are. Sweet Lou's going to come off the bench and pitch hit. Who's playing second? Polanco's batting, so playing second. So Sweet Lou's going to come off the bench, pitch hit for Gladden. And are the Yankees going to counter this with the lefty? think they are. Sparky Lau's coming in the game. So Sparky's coming in. Nobody out. First and third, a run already in. So Sparky's going to come in the game here and try to put an aim into this before it gets out of hand. You got Granderson coming up after that. So he'll face back-to-back lefties here. As Legend Sports Universe joins us, check out his great channel, folks. Legends has started this podcast. He's got one tonight at 10 o'clock. So check it out. So Sparky's going to come in here. Try to end this noise. First and third, nobody out. And Whitaker at the plate. Excuse me. Whitaker batting .222, no homers and an RBI. Sparky Lau, this is his fourth appearance. He is no record with one save. First and third, nobody out. And here's the pitch to Whitaker. And that's going to be against the lefty. 24 and a 9? 24 and a 9. That's going to be a fly ball out to right field. Maris makes the catch. And again, with Horton's speed, he's going to stay put. Maris has got a gun out there. So now there's one out. Ground ball here. Gets them out of this inning with nobody scoring. Granderson's batting .387. Came in and pitched hit in the sixth. He's 0 for 1 today. And that's going to be a fly ball out to left field. 55 and a 3. And that's going to be fielding column 2. First on air, runner scores other the second. So Aaron Judge with an error. And now it's first and second. Should have been out number 2, and Horton probably wouldn't have tried scoring. Instead, it's now 10-6. First and second, and Trammell up. Trammell's 3 for 4 with 2 doubles in this game. He reached on an error his only other time. So here's the pitch to Trammell. He's been on base all 4 times. And that's going to be a base on balls. Sparky loads the bases up. Tying run at the plate. Unbelievable. Unstinking believable. Cabrera's up. He's 2 for 4 with 2 RBIs in the game. And that's going to be a ground ball down the first. Can they get the double play? 25 and a 5 should be fielding column 1. And it is. With the defense back. Runner out at second. Batter out at first. Make sure there's nothing about batting left-handed or anything. Nope. That's going to be the old 1-6-3 double, the 3-6-3 double play, right? Yeah, hit down the first. 3-6-3 double play. Yankees get out of the mess. It's 10-6 as we go to the top of the 8th. Now let's see who's going to come out here and pitch. And we need a new catcher. So you got the righty and then two left. Well, it don't matter with Mick. So you got a righty. Old Willie Hernandez is going to come out and pitch. Let's see here if they want to do a double switch. Of any sorts. So Freeman's going to stay in and catch. And Willie's just going to come in and bat in the 9 spot. So Bill's catching and Willie's pitching, a new battery mate. Willie is making his 6th appearance. He's 1-0 with a save with a 5.79 ERA. He'll be facing Aaron Judge, Mickey Mantle, and Roger Maris. Aaron Judge is 1 for 3 with a big 2 RBI double his last time up. And that's going to be a swing and a miss. Willie strikes him out for out number 1. And Mickey's up. He's 1 for 4 today. Mick gets something going here, and Willie don't want a thing to do with Mick. He walks Mick. Mick's down at first now. 1 out. Let's see. F35. So Maris is up. Roger is 0 for 2, but he has walked twice in this game and came around to score his last time in the 7th. And that's going to be a 2 balls and no strikes. Can Roger make Willie pay for falling behind? Here's the 2-0 pitch. And nope, that's going to be a ground ball down the second. Taylor made 4-6-3 double play. And that's the top of the 8th, folks. Yankees 10, Tigers 6. We're going to have Cash due up, followed by Ordonez and Freehan. And Norm, he came in and pitched hit and walked his first time up. And that's going to be a swing and a miss. Sparky strikes him out for out number 1. Ordonez comes up. Now he's 2 for 4 with 2 RBIs in the game. And that's going to be back-to-back strikeouts by Sparky. Getting the job done here in the 8th. Can he strike the side out? Bill's 1 for 1. He singled his first time up, came in and pitched hit in the 7th inning. And that's going to be a base hit in the right field. Nope, in the left field. So, got a runner on at first. 2 outs for Willie Horton. And Willie's 1 for 3 with a double his last time up and came around to score in the 7th. And that's going to be a swing and a miss. So Sparky strikes out 3 batters in between's a hit. And we go to the top of the 9th in a 10-6 ball game. You got Howard due up, followed by Randolph and Boyer. Howard is 0 for 4 today. He has grounded out 3 times and flown out. And that's going to be against the lefty. It'll be a 12 and an 8. And that is going to be a base hit. Howard gets aboard here with a single in the left field. So you got the leadoff batter aboard. Randolph coming to the plate. Randolph came in for defensive purpose in the 7th. His first at bat. He's only batting 179 on the year with 1 homer and 4 RBIs. And that's going to be a fly ball out the right field for out number 1. Now Boyer's up. Clint Boyer's having a hell of a game, folks. He is 2 for 3 with 2 doubles and a walk. Come around to score twice. And that's going to be a 2 balls and no strikes. Can Boyer make him pay? Here's the 2-0 pitch. That's going to be against the lefty. It'll be a 22 and a 9. And that's going to be another base hit for Boyer. An infield hit for Boyer. First and second. Sparky Lyle's up. We'll pitch it for Sparky. Arroyo's getting up in the bullpen. Let's see here who we're going to bring in against the only righty we got on the bench is Munson. Do we want to take a chance? We're going to let Munson bat. Take a chance that Howard doesn't get hurt. So Munson's going to come in here and pitch hit. So Thurman's batting 154 in the year with a homer and 2 RBIs. 1 out, first and second in a 10-6 ball game. And that's not what the Yankees want. That's a ground ball down to Alan Trammell. Over to Polanco. Over to Cash. 6-4-3 double play. We go to the bottom of the 9th in a 10-6 game. Like I say, Arroyo is going to come out and pitch here. If he gets in trouble, then we'll go to Rivera. Luis is coming in the game. And this is Luis's second game. He's got no record and no ERA. He'll be facing Polanco, a pitch hitter for Willie, then back to Granderson. Polanco's 1 for 3 with an RBI back in the seventh. And that's going to be a 15 and a 36. 15 and a 36 is hit down the short. Can Jeter come up with this? 34 and a 9 should be fielding column 1. And it is. Excuse me. And that's going to be a foul ball down the left field line. Jeter goes over, makes the catch in foul territory for out number 1. Now we'll have a pitch hitter here for Willie. Let's see who's going to pitch hit here against the lefty. Got a lot of good right-handed batters on the bench. They want to have Ron LaFleur come out. They need base runners. They don't need a home run right now. You can't hit a grand slam with nobody on. So LaFleur is going to come off the bench here. Oh, LaFleur was already in the game. What am I thinking? We pitched hit for LaFleur. That ain't happening. So let's see. I guess Fryman's going to come off the bench. Travis. Go with Travis. Where is he at? Here's Travis. Travis is 0 for 3 on the year. Here's the pitch to Travis. And that's going to be a swing and a miss. Luis strikes him out. And the Tigers are down to their last out. And we're back to the top of the order in court. Curtis Granderson's 0 for 2 after coming in the game. He did reach on an error his last time up. And that's going to be against the lefty. That's going to be a ground ball. So nobody's going to be a pop-up down the short, not a ground ball down the short. And that'll end the game as Jeter cams under it, makes the catch, and the Yankees win 10-6. What a difference a game makes. 1-0 game in game number 1 and a 10-6 game this time. Take a look here at the box score. It was a nice comeback, wasn't it? Yeah. Bullpen, I thought, was going to give it away. They didn't make it easy. The Yankees, 10 runs on 14 hits and 2 errors. Wasn't a pretty game. Tigers, 6 runs, 13 hits and 2 errors. Derek Jeter, look at that, 3 for 5, scored twice. You had Soriano, 2 for 4 with the homer. Yankees were 3 for 9 with runners in scoring position. Left 8 men on base. Alan Trammell, he's hitting the Yankees good. He was 3 for 4 in this game, scored twice. You had the Tigers were 5 for 16 with runners in scoring position. They left 13 men on base. They had their chances. And they grounded into 3 double plays, I think. Yep, 3 double plays. Yankees grounded into two. Pettit gets his second win of the year. Not a nice game for Pettit, but he goes 5 innings and gets the win. 9 hits, 4 runs, walked 3, struck out 4. Goose comes in 1 inning, walked 1. Excuse me, I'm going to have to give a break here. Beatrice comes in, doesn't get a single batter out. 3 hits, gives up 2 runs. Sparky comes in and does a great job. 2 innings, 1 hit, walked 1, struck out 3, and Luis comes in 1 inning with 1 strikeout. Mickey goes to 0-3. Lolich 5 2/3, 9 hits, 7 runs, 6 of them earned, walked 2, struck out 4, gave up a homer. Gladden comes in and doesn't do well at all. 1 1/3, 3 hits, 3 runs, only 2 of them earned, walked 2. Willie comes in, pitches 2 good innings, 2 hits, 1 walk, and a strikeout. Take a look now at the standings and leaderboard. The Yankees are now 3.5 games up on the Orioles. Blue Jays are 5.5 games back like the Red Sox. And Tampa Bay's 8.5 games back. And the Central, Kansas City, game and a half up on the Indians and Tigers now with that loss. The Twins are 2.5 games back, and the White Sox are 4.5. And out west, Rangers are a game and a half up on LA Angels. Seattle, 3.5 games back, and the A's are 4.5 games back. Mickey Rivers with the Rangers is batting .368. Multiple players with 6 homers. George Brett with 16 RBIs to go along with the 6 homers in the American League. Zach Greinke with a 0.5 ERA. And multiple pitchers, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pitchers with 6 wins. You got JJ and Wetland with 6 saves on the year to lead the American League. And right now, George Brett's leading in MVP voting, and Tim Wakefield for Boston's leading in the Cy Young. Let's take a look at the next game, the third and final game of this series. Oh, you're welcome, D. Scott. Thanks for stopping by, buddy. Let's see what the next pitching matchup in this series is going to be. And it's going to be Mr. Ralph Terry going up against Denny McLean. Should be a hell of a pitching matchup there, folks. I want to thank D. Scott Howard, Ken Castro, Legend Sports Universe, Clinton Parks. I believe that was everybody. Yep. For stopping by. And like I say, Legend Sports Universe is doing his second podcast tonight at 10 o'clock, folks. Check that out. If you're new to the channel and you haven't done so yet, hit that subscribe button. Hit that like button and the bell. It helps the channel out. Until next time, you all have a great day and take care.